Crusader going around, gets hit by the Shrek, and immediately gets put down. Hey guys, remember to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and hey, go one step further, become a channel member. Any support you guys give is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the video. Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17, and today I'm covering a 4v4 match on Oasis Depot. Thank you, by the way, for the follow. Very kind of you, good sir, to Tangible Chart. Yeah, so this replay is submitted by someone. I won't reveal who until the end, but it was on the Discord or my Gmail that this person submitted to me. Great stuff there. Now, to carry on with this game, it is a game where you can't see the opposing team. There we go. We got ourselves Axis 3 Doc and 1 Vermont versus 3 American and 1 Brit. The reason I am covering this at the time I am live, which I do so on Twitch, is because tomorrow, early in the morning, I'm going to Dallas, so I have a long drive ahead of me. So, in order to do that, well, I have to cover this game. And unfortunately, today I was very busy, so I finally became free, so finally able to cover this game, which includes, let's see, Scout, American, okay, maybe for capture, well, American Engineer. Okay, the Engineer is the weird one. Okay. 2 Riflemen. Kind of standard. Nothing out there, honestly, with this. Let's see. Doc has your half-track with the Panzer Pioneer and the Palm Grenadier moving on in. Palm Grenadier, by the way, is shorthand for Panzer Grenadier. I just don't want to say Panzer Grenadier for them because it's different than other units, so I try to differentiate names if I can, such as the Martyr and the Martyr M being the Wehrmacht variant, so I try to have small name changes to keep things. Seems like, oh god, what are they talking about? Well, I don't know, but I can tell you that the MG is currently running like hell from a half-track. And with the Palm Grenadier right there, that Vickers machine gun is probably going to die. I would be surprised if it doesn't. Good kill. Good kill. Hey, free MG for Cuttlefish. Let's go over the names real quick. So we got ourselves on the Axis, Cuttlefish. Microsoft XL, interesting name there. Spankerfell, okay, and Strategist. Oh my god. Infantry section picked it up, but this guy is still chasing. I mean, honestly, at this rate, he might lose 2 units instead of just 1 by picking up that infantry section. Panzer Pioneer is still putting pressure with the half-track. It's a long retreat, and I think the half-track might be able to get the kill on the infantry section. Hold on. MG is opening fire. Puts down the half-track, and the British actually survives to live another day. Infantry section going to put pressure on him. But I think he has a pretty solid retreat. Oh my god. Alright, on the Allied side, we got D-Money. We have Apachan? Hopefully I'm getting this right. Simply Finny and Sneak Attack Mike. Another half-track moving on in with this guy running through. Engineer's trying to KO him, but I think he's going to jump. Yep, just jumps right over the cover. It's like, F this. Half-track putting pressure. In mid, it's a little bit closer of a battle. Palm Grenadiers retreating, but Panzer Pioneers and additional Palm Grenadiers putting pressure on the Rifleman. Should be an easy kill for the Palm Grenadiers on him. Rifleman, though, might be able to put pressure on over there. So middle looks like still mixed, but I think with the half-track and the Palm Grenadiers, they should be able to beat him. It's just if he stays in the building. It's like, come on. Spankerfell, let's leave, if you could. Yeah. Grenade is thrown right near the door, but luckily he's already gone. Wow, we already have an... okay, interesting. You already have a squad, like, going pretty deep behind the lines. I mean, that's fine. Your Pioneer's really not going to do much long range. So, yeah, you want to pull back. Rifleman will easily overwhelm you. Alright, we got mechanized support. We got air support. All sorts of different buildings for the Americans. Because remember, Americans get their own buildings with all sorts of special abilities. Fortunately, the Germans, in this case, let's see. They got themselves a couple MGs and Grenadiers. Again, Palm Grenadiers. Wait, I'm sorry. This guy has a ton of manpower saved up. Alright, and a Flak-Furling. Is he going with a... Is he waiting for something? Well, no, he went Panzerjäger, so he's not getting, like, a special unit or anything like that. Interesting. We'll have to see how things turn out. MG is opening fire. Again, he's trying to build, I guess, either build more defenses or break the defenses. I think break them, but luckily he gets pinned. A lot of AT rifle upgrades, which is fine. I mean, it's good against armor, especially against the dock. The problem is when the dock starts bringing out the Palm Grenadiers with additional, like, the veteran squad upgrades and just all sorts of bonuses that just make them more, well, combat effective. And your infantry is essentially just fighting infantry, or not, essentially fighting armor. So, it's like, what are you doing? Alright. So we got Grenadiers, the MGs holding the building. A Riflemen are trying to push up, the MGs keeping them back. We have Italian infantry for additional, 2 Italian infantry for battle groups. And Strategists going Terror. So maybe we see a King Tiger, which again, if you can protect it, is a solid heavy tank with the damage it does. The question is, though, is like, can you keep it alive? And right now, the Americans do have the air support, as we see right now flying overhead, so they could call bombs on it. Overwhelmed with armor. Again, Simply Finny has gone heavy weapons, so some solid maybe M5 or, you know, Pershing gameplay, plus Rangers potentially with advanced infantry with sneak attack, or just a lot of artillery. Half track moving on in, going with the stubble upgrade. Makes sense, pretty damn potent. Let's see, nothing yet for the Brit, and D Money is going special operations, which does bring in the whiz bang for some rocket fire. Hold on, big push going on with the British on the left, but grenade launcher as well as a decent grenade. Well, okay, until he moved. Another grenade launchers. Fortunately, he does miss. Flamethrower hitting it with the Palm Grenadiers. I think this should be an easy win. Half track with a nice little autocannon, providing that support. And yeah, the forces are going to pull back. All right. There is an MG here, but if they get the grenade launcher, you know, maybe pushing instead of the Panzer squad, plus the autocannon, this MG's done. The grenade launcher does so much damage against that. Alright. A half-track is on the field by the Americans, and since he has the exchangeable parts, he can switch that to a 75 if he needs to, or a medical. Honestly, the quad between the 75 is the best, because you can switch between anti-infantry and anti-armor. So, really cool ability. Love to see when it's used effectively. This is a bit weird. MG just... Wait, is he... Oh, he's breaching. Ah, I see. Will he actually escape? Yeah, he escapes in time. Most players can escape within a reasonable time. Like, they see it's like, oh, I'm just gonna retreat. So, I don't know. Breaching is just forcing a unit out of the building. But it's... I never find it like, ah, yes, this is the ultimate weapon. It's just like, okay, this is annoying, let's leave the building. And honestly, if it's a normal frontline unit, you just leave, they breach, and then maybe throw grenades right in. So, something to keep in mind. Alright, Gustatori is on the field because we have 2 guys with that Italian infantry battle group. So he has the upgrade with flamethrowers. He's taking the point. We have the British coming back full force. Other forces include the, again, the American with special operations getting his Weasel and also the Howitzer to help defend. What else do we got here? Greyhounds on the field. So we already got some light armor. Rangers as well. Already, we got 2 half-tracks with 1 quad 175. So any German armor is going to have a real rough time. And speaking of which, we have 2 Stummel. Well, okay. We have 1 Stummel and a medical half-track. But yeah, any... Oh, boy. Greyhounds walking in town. Maybe let's not walking into a Grenadier squad with a Panzerfaust. Let's avoid that. Stummel could also provide some support. But again, looks like, if I'm being honest, Strategist has locked this area down. We got mines, we got MGs. He's doing his best. Greyhound causing some damage, even though it did get Fausted. He can take a hit. Multiple, not so much, but still. Let's see. Again, the British guy's pushing, I'm just seeing on the left, but the 2 dock players just keeping him away. So I just don't see how he's going to hold that. Now, again, it's better for the American because, well, there's 2 Germans over on that side. Palm Grenadiers, a.k.a. From Spankerfell, he's having a bit of a rough time holding up against, well, the American, plus the additional support from Sneak Attack Mike. Sneak Attack Mike's forces are there, as well as helping against Strategist, who's also being felted by Simply Finny. So, Strategist's gonna have a rough time. Now we have the artillery opening fire from range. We can see they're hitting it, going pretty far into the city, hitting the MG. MG might not escape if the rifleman can put some shots in. He does, and the MG goes down. Greyhound putting some additional pressure, and that's some solid teamwork right there. Again, domino effect. If you have 2 guys in one sector, that means only 2 guys guarding the other 2 sectors, and that allows the opposing team, if they really want to, put as much pressure as possible on some weaker links. And by God, they did. So, always want to be careful of where players are, because again, your opposing side could absolutely take advantage of that weakness where you don't have forces, right? So anyway, right now we got a strategist. He did escape with some of his units, as we saw. Not all of them. Good steal with the MG, Simply Finny. He is regrouping and reorganizing, and he still has his half-tracks, plus some additional AT. Problem right now is this. We got Rangers, Riflemen hitting the flank. Looks like we got some air support coming on in. There it goes. Just guns the river area. Bombs even being dropped. And here comes the 75s. With a quad mount. Quad mount does take a hit. But 75s get a great shot on the half track, putting it down. Stumble is KO'd, but we still have a medical half track just lying in wait in the back. The poor Doc half track being like, ah, yes, my autocannon will help. Buddy, I don't think so. And I love the minesweepers too, making sure none of the units are going to be hit by a mine and crippled. They're all going to get back and healed with a solid engineer. So Simply Fitty doing a pretty good job there. We also got ourselves Sneak Attack Mike going on in. And he's going in against Spankerfeld. Again, not as a lot of AT units. He's getting a Panzer 3 and it is like 12 minutes in. So he did kind of rush that a little bit. But hey, that Panzer 3 will overwhelm the Greyhound and any other armor, except for just, you know, numbers. If the 75s are opening fire combined, yeah, that Panzer 3 doesn't stand a chance. Panzer 3 coming on in against the Greyhound. He's trying to pull on back. Well, wait, hold on. We got L6s? Oh, happy day. Oh, Greyhound's going after the L6. Not happy day. Oh, Bishop got a great shot of those L6s. Damn. All right, Flamethrower is hitting the Greyhound as the Panzer 3 puts the Greyhound down, most likely. Oh my God, like no health. He has like 2 health on that damn thing. Bunker goes down. L6s do pull back. I'm so happy we have L6s. I rarely see them, but they're good against buildings. They're just very lightly, well, they're not lightly armored. They can be upgraded with more armor. They start out with not a lot of armor, so they're very easy to kill. But you upgrade them with like the automatic repair ability, and then of course the smoke ability. You can get some armor and some bonuses that really help them out. Nice grenade! Panzer Grenadier Squad throws a solid bundle grenade and KOs that commando squad. Half track might perish, and does thanks to the 75s over here. One gets Fausted, but they're pulling on back. Nice rifle grenade as well from the Brits. Infantry section and Palm Grenadiers retreating. Some good stuff all around. Oh, wait. Big attack by Microsoft XL. Man, he's really pulling out all the formulas in this case. And yeah, MG's about to be destroyed. Infantry section taking a lot of heat. Although, again, they do have AT, so they can at least put pressure on those half tracks. Looks like a hover went down this sector as well. So really, yeah, Apachon just having a real bad day. But, I mean, to be fair, he did kill 2, I think 2 half tracks. But the German forces could easily, I mean, if they had the ability to salvage, it would be great. Or they could just, you know, take the AT gun and just, you know, be happy they got a weapon. Because here comes D-Money with the reinforcements. And he has plenty. Grenades are, oh, sorry, smoke grenades are thrown, I guess, allowing the assault grenadiers to pull back. Again, Bishop is just opening fire. And to be fair, I understand that. You're really playing defense, so I get going artillery. Oh, solid grenade right there. Assault grenadiers getting some solid veterancy. Do die, but hey, hell, they got some good kills. Here comes some AT grenades. Unfortunately, the L6 takes a lot of damage, but they're pulling back. Is he gonna drop smoke? He hopefully can get out of there. Commandos are pulling back thanks to the assault grenadiers staying around. I would say that was pretty effective. Both the American player and the British player took some hits. Sherman moving on in. Hope there's no mines here, so he has to be very careful pulling back or just moving. D-Money, did you go with the mechanized building? Well, you went with support because you have a captain. Okay. We have air supports, and we have mechs. We actually have one of each. Just not maybe in the order that he wants. Like the guy with the Sherman can't upgrade it. The guy that could get a Sherman to upgrade it with mechanized currently has half tracks, but again, there's some other abilities he can have that can maybe assist him, like such as repair, especially with all those units. All right, Panzer 3s are on the field, so both Spankerfell and Microsoft XL have those, but the 75 is gonna be a real issue because they're just gonna put enough AT pressure on him. Here comes the Stuka. Luckily, 75s get out of there, just barely dodging that hit. Here comes Rangers. Allies do have the victory points. They have a 250-point lead against the Axis right now. Wait, what's this? Greyhound taking lots of damage from a Brumbar. I think maybe a Faust was thrown in there too. Oh my god, Greyhound. Again, get out of there. Greyhound! Yeah, that's what I expected if you stay in front of a Brumbar for that long. Chaffee trying to put the pressure on, but again, not known for its penetration for heavy vehicles. Luckily, it does have some backup with the 75s, but they actually launch artillery at this sector, hitting the infantry, getting some good shots. Greyhound's going in deeper, gets, I think Fausted or hit a mine or something. It is not in a good state. MG does go down, so excellent stuff right there. Quad mount just hitting that stuff. We don't have a pack gun hitting that, so I mean, it should drive the half tracks away. But anyway, sorry. Rangers pushing on in at least with one bazooka. Quad mount moving on in. Brumbar just hitting it from afar. Double bazooka it looks like, but he's gonna pull back. 75s are moving on in against the Brumbar. Even though they may not have the best penetration and you know, against the most heavy vehicles, there's two of them, and they still do a good amount of damage. So you still need to worry, because bad RNG and you're pretty much a goner. Panzer 3 does barely make it out, but again, D Money has the infantry, and he's backed up by Simply Finney. Here comes the artillery in this sector. Luckily, not hitting any of the infantry. The Sherman, not so much. Sherman's like, oh shit. I'd probably need to worry about that. All right. So let's see. Gustatori moving on in with lots of flamethrowers. British forces barely getting the Royal Engineer out. Again, maybe some rough grenades. Okay, maybe not. Lots of Palm Grenadiers throwing grenades on the poor Crusader. Sherman moving on in, which should help. But here comes the Panzer 3s. Microsoft XL having two Panzer 3s. Oh, good shot on the infantry. Really nice shot on the Gustatori. German trying to get some good shots, but pulls back. Still some infantry to hold back the armor. The Money trying to help out, but here comes some German air support. That's a Stuka loiter that is meant to just it's like Jupiter's trumpet or something like that. But it's meant to just annoy infantry, as you can see here. The noise and everything just keeps them pinned and unable to be as effective as they could. Which, hey, I mean, good job on Strategist for coming in with the support there. But yeah, Palm Grenadiers pull back due to the Rangers. L6s are still fighting. We're like nearly 20 minutes in and they're still giving it their all. The flamethrowers will do quite a bit to infantry. So again, but again, it's just so easy to kill. But as you can see, it doesn't matter. They can still dish out that damage, and they absolutely kill that scout unit. So one less unit the American has. Crusaders pulling back. Bishop, I don't know why you're that close. Sherman moving on in. We have two Shermans on the field. Interesting stuff. Again, trying to fight off the Panzer 3s. If the Panzer 3s have, like, again, the additional penetration upgrade, which I don't think they do. If they have the additional armor, among other stuff, then yeah, they can be a serious threat. If they have no upgrades, then they're really not that big of an issue compared to some other tanks that the doc could get. Oh wait, hold on. Panzer 3 again barely makes it out. Looks like the Allies are doing a pretty solid job at keeping middle secured, which should allow them an easy win, so long as they can keep up the pressure. Again, take the territory, pull back the Chaffee, get the heals, make sure the AT guns are there, quad mounts protecting against the infantry. Again, solid stuff. But if Simply Finny's here. That means he's pretty scattered, I'm assuming, on the right. There's a lot of mines here as well. I mean, that could be helpful in stopping the German counterattack, if that's indeed a German mine. No, sorry, an American mine, which it is. German mines are further back. Panzer IV moving on in. Again, so right now we have a Chaffee, a Sherman, which could be updated with a 76, if he gets the upgrade. At the very least, better armor. He can also get that upgrade. Sure, 2 Shermans, but again, they're base level. They don't have any upgrade potential at all, since the man went with the captain, so infantry support center. And we have 1 Crusader and 1 Bishop. Meanwhile, the Axis, again, have good amount of armor from Panzer IIIs, L6s, and a Panzer IV. But do they have Nebelwerfer? No. We still have 1 Stuka. Wait, don't we? Yeah, we still have Stuka and some mortar half-tracks. So I do like how both sides are not really trying to spam out the, artillery that we see a lot of. Oh, they're simply funny with the upgrade. I mean, that's good. I don't want every game to be an arty fest. It seems like this one, they're really diversifying their armor.
They have taken our victory point.
Okay. Artillery hitting that sector. Panzer III's pushing back the SF commandos and killing them. Great shot. I think he did upgrade. Yeah, he did upgrade with the penetration. Here comes Crusader and a Sherman. Panzer squad, get in the building and ambush. Come on. What are you doing? Half-track moving it on in. Again, if this guy does have the, I believe, the Shrek bonus, so that would be very effective against this armor if he actually used it.
Sherman tank finished and ready.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He, sorry, not to switch out real quick, but just double checking on Microsoft Excel. Oh yeah, he did get Tank Buster. Okay. Battle for mid is ensuing. Paul Grenadier is once again on the back foot. But here comes Strategist with his armor. He's nowhere close to a king, so don't expect that. But luckily, his armor with a Brumbar and a Panzer IV might be enough to actually start affecting the allies a bit. Brumbar getting position. Rangers just don't care. They're charging into the Panzer IV. Chaffee as well, just putting all the pressure he possibly can. Here comes additional Shermans. Panzer squad. Oh! With the AT gun, puts down the Chaffee. There's the Weasel trying to take the point. That's the nice thing about the Weasel. It can actually grab territory. Or Stuka fire in the back trying to kill the retreating unit. Maybe even Howitzer as well. Weasel does go down, so another allied unit falling to the Panzer squad. Small push happening by... Okay, bigger push happening by the Brits. But they have the Shrek and Panzer IIIs, which... It looks like we're healing or trying to heal. British forces are in full retreat, but I guess they did end up doing some damage against Red, so Microsoft Excel is reorganizing. He does have the ability to capture territory and heal, so he has boosted his armor quite a bit. So good for him. We do have a unit in the back. We have commandos, but unfortunately they're about to run into a tiger. So that's the last thing that if you're a commando squad, you really want to fight, because, yeah, you're... Oh boy, here comes the tiger. Okay, we'll check back. Oh, he's planting a mine? Oh, can he place it by the time the tiger shows up? Oh, commandos. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up before the tiger shoots you. Alright, he placed wait. He has the demo. Okay, commandos retreating back. Honestly, maybe this, well, I don't know. Because the tiger could just keep shooting you. He's decapping the territory. We'll cut back to this in a second. Right now, we have a human wave. The assault wave is pushed on in thanks to the, Sorry. All thanks to Sneak Attack Mike. Commandos retreating. Only if he could see the demo. Oh, I mean... He could detonate and hurt the tiger, but the last tiger is just driving around it. Unfortunate. That would have been cool if he would have hid and used it, but alas, that was not the case. Axis did capture it, but it looks like there's enough allied forces. Simply Fitty's walking away. That's a real bad move, in my opinion. He does have 2 Sherman 76s, so he has plenty of firepower. Just take the point. So he can hopefully win the game. Gustatory are moving on in, but again, double 76s, easy clap on the Gustatory. That's plenty of firepower. Plus grenade, yeah, Gustatory losing quite a bit of health through all the armor. There's one AT gun as well, so it's not like the AT gun's gonna hold back 3 Shermans by itself. Penziger squad's being put down as well by the armor, and there it goes. Riflemen are on standby. They've been up with bars, so it's not like they can't fight Gustatory. They can absolutely give them a good attempt. Unfortunately, Pioneers are helping clear this sector. It looks like Simply Finny had to pull back a little bit. His riflemen are moving over there. I mean, it makes sense. He's more on the one side. D-Money's actually going to capture mid. Looks like Tiger, Panzer IIIs, and plenty of assault forces. Microsoft Excel is in a really good state. Meanwhile, in mid, we have once again Spankerfell trying to push on in with a half-track. Okay, he sacrificed that half-track, and that... Now we know why. He got himself a Tiger. Lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few. And that half-track, sorry, you need to go. We need to get the Tiger out for the many. Alright, let's see. Grant and Crusader trying to, and successfully do push back the Panzer III. Tiger's hit by artillery and pulls back. Meanwhile, on the far right side, let's see, we got Stug being deployed. Strategist is still really far away. Again, unfortunately, he got the that loiter on the left, and he also got the infantry upgrade on the right, which is a lot of command points. So he could either go for the V1, or he could go with and save up for another 6.5 command points for a King Tiger. Allies. Oh wait, Simply Finny putting down a ton of caches to help his team. He's not even like the British guy that could go air and sea. I mean, to be fair, this guy does have air and sea and absolutely could put down some cheap caches, but he won't. Sherman moving on in. We have some airbursts going on right there. Gustatory taking some hits. Riflemen just get KO'd thanks to flamethrowers. So excellent hits by Cuttlefish. Meanwhile, we have another run coming in. Small strafe, but it's only one and mainly against infantry. Axis will hold on to that pretty successfully. Sherman's on standby on the left. We have a lot of movement. Sorry, on the right. Oh, left we have a lot of movement. Tiger and Panzer III's moving on in. Looks like we're going to have ourselves an armor battle. With a Shrek team, I think the British are done. I know they have 2 anti-infantry squads, but it's front armor on the Tiger. Crusader going around. Gets hit by the Shrek and immediately gets put down. Meanwhile, the German forces could hit the Grant next. He's crippled. And both army units are dead, and the Germans have taken very few hits, and they're not even pulling the reserves out. Here comes the reserves. British forces are charging in, realizing their hopeless situation, retreat. But as we saw before, we could see, yep, there we go. The Germans take advantage of the retreating units, and they do. They put down at least one infantry section. So the British have lost all attack power. There are some mines here that, unfortunately, the half-track does hit. Assault Grenadiers pushed up along the right. But Microsoft Excel is now free and open. He's clear to advance. And honestly, if I'm him, I place mines in this sector, which I think yeah, there's all the mines there. Place mines, do what I can. Just make sure it's more difficult for the British to push back with infantry, and then send the armor wherever you need to. But it looks like mid is actually pretty secure. Finally, Spankerfell with his armor and additional support is finally taken mid. Meanwhile, on the other side, Strategist has locked down his Panzer IV, but hey, that works. Makes it harder to kill, and just makes it hopefully easier for him to lock down this sector and actually take it. Alright. Rifleman pushing on in against the Brumbar. What are you gonna do? Throw a grenade against a Brumbar? Fun fact, Brumbar can take a single AT grenade, or even 2 or 3. So, anyway, Panzer IIIs. Looks like they're fighting the Riflemen and the Sherman. The Riflemen must have snared the Tiger. I'm sorry, the Panzer III. Tiger engaging. What the hell? Alright, there goes that unit. Hellcat's now moving on in, but they're injured as is. Artillery seeing the back area. FG section trying to get a kill on the Panzer III that's smoked. Wow, hell of a shot with that Bishop. Tiger is crippled, pulling on back. This other Tiger moved on in, all thanks to Cuttlefish. Wait, so do we have 3 Tigers on? We do have 3 Tigers. Wait. Yeah, we have 3 Tigers on the field. Damn, I would hate to be the Allies right now. Just so many Tigers. Gustatori helping clearing the AT gun. Something very important that might be helpful against Tigers. Meanwhile, Sherman backing on up. German forces unable to grab the fuel. Okay, maybe with the first wave. More Gustatori coming on in. And the Shermans have pulled up. 75s are still there, just in case something comes in on the Sherman's flank. Gustatori have a long retreat. Maybe the Shermans can take advantage and kill it. Very close, but no dice. We ourselves a Stug, I guess, just to kind of help out in the meantime. Also a repair bunker, which is nice to help heal the armor. I mean, I get the idea. Stug can take hits from the 75s and dish damage as a TD against them without, with having more armor and survivability. But again, there is 2, so if they double up it would be an easy win. Not an easy win for that rifleman, as the flamethrower unit from the Panzergrenadier, as well as another Panzergrenadier squad, just guns that sucker down. 2 pack guns are moving into position, but I think smoke is stopping their sight. 75's launching the artillery against the pack guns, forcing them back. Nebwerfer is also repositioning. Meanwhile, big push on the left. Multiple armored units from the dock forces. Oh my god! A 17-pounder was brought out to immediately die. Bishop is KO'd. Panzer III still advancing. Again, we have reserves coming in. Thanks to Sneak Attack Mike. I keep forgetting his name. Tiger trying to escape, but the Shermans block it. Air support as well coming on in. Fire bombs hit the Tiger. Thank you for the follow. Tiger does go down thanks to the Shermans. Oh, an excellent push by D-Money. Getting his money's worth with those Shermans, putting down a very expensive unit. Unfortunately, there's still plenty of Tigers on the field, so yeah, need to worry about that. And Shrek teams. Speaking of Tigers, Microsoft Excel moving up against the Hellcats that are now pulling back. There are 3 of them, so if they do overwhelm and hit a Tiger, they should beat it. If the Tigers has additional armor and Shrek forces, a different story. But German forces have the middle VP. They still need about 200 points to retake the lead, but they're still doing well. Tiger and Panzer IIIs keep the infantry at bay with the Assault Grenadiers just gunning everything down. 17-pounders recrewed, hitting the Panzer IV. Can we get the kill on? Yes, Royal Engineer squad's down. Air support taking mid. Looks like some bombs as well hit that area. Panzer III is pretty banged up. Tiger is well hit. L6 has come on in to push back the Riflemen. Rangers is going to be a different story, but they're going to give it their all. L6s do actually manage to keep them away, but here come the Hellcat. Or a Hellcat to hopefully kill an L6, maybe 2. Again, the strafes are coming on in. That's the Special Operations Anti-Infantry Strafe. Not going to hurt armor. Looks like the armor from Sneak Attack Mike is slowly coming on in. It is interesting to see so many armored units from him, even though he did go with the he went with the air support, right? Yeah, he went with air support. He didn't go with, decreasing costs for his infantry or anything like that. Flak 36 actually in a decent spot, because he's gonna keep pounding those Hellcats and killing them. Here, Sneak Attack Mike is launching a sneak attack, although very much revealed. Flak 36 killing 2 Hellcats, or yeah, I mean, sure, the Germans lost some armor, but it could have been a lot worse without that Flak 36 being there. And Purple still has a a Brumbar and a Stug, so he still has some armor left. Now more attacks happening on the other side. Panzer III very low. Does lose a veteran Panzer III, unfortunate. A lot of infantry very low as well. Hopefully you don't lose any more. Oh no, come on. Infantry does make it out. Panzer 4 is smoking for the Tiger. Which honestly at this point, maybe you have the Panzer 4 pull back. Wow, Sherman bounced off the Panzer 4, damn. Tiger's still trying to cover. Autocannons are hitting the Royal Engineer, keeping it away. We have a Pershing on the field. Simply Finney putting down, what's his name? Spankofel's infantry. Again, victory point wise, Allies still have a 190 point lead, but Axis are slowly gaining. Goose Story moving on in, backed up by not 1, not 2, but 3 AT guns. So Pershing moves on in, or any of the armor in force. It could be a real bad day. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Sherman's moving on in, drop smoke. Actually, not a bad play if the smoke can actually block it. Because that means he can move up and not have to worry. Tiger is pushing through the smoke. Pack guns are not supporting. And here we go. Allied armor hits it. Some shots bounce. Pershing does not. AT line is set up though. Sherman needs to worry a little bit. Okay, another Sherman moving on in. That pack line's still there. Do we have a whiz bang? I'm actually kind of curious. No whiz bangs. Not saying you need to go whiz bang, but in this situation against that, might be a good idea. 75s though are, you know, taking up the cause, and Cena doing good work. 1 AT guns down. The other 2 are barely alive, inching back, and that gives opportunity for the armor to come in and kill the Tiger. What? Again, good use of the 75s. Kill the AT guns and then have the armor come in. Fortunately, German armor's up and an elephant's on the field. Was not expecting that. Mines are being dropped as well. Another Sherman is destroyed. Panzer 3 providing that support. 75's bouncing. At least 1 shot. Those last 2 didn't. And the Panzer 3 goes down. Axis still holding mid, but armor is unfortunately been thrown out. Again, there's still a Tiger and an elephant over here by Microsoft XL. Not exactly a good day if you're the British guy and have to fight that monstrosity. Because what? You got 1 Grant? Good for you. I'm glad. But it's not going to work against a Tiger and an elephant. It's just not. Artillery's hitting the back area, not hitting where the Axis armor is located. Rangers currently being hit by the Panzer 4. Infantry's pulling back for some reason. Not sure why. Alright, recon's flying overhead, maybe for potential bombing targets. I'm not seeing any bombs come in. We'll give credit to the artillery in the back, at the very least. So Sneak Attack Mike does have his American howitzers to hopefully blast the Germans away and dish out some solid damage against maybe the grouped up armor while they're healing. Keep them on their toes. And remember, that artillery does have the ammo. So it does pay off because it's so many good bonuses with this howitzers. Again, just got to keep perspective. 30% reload, 30% recharge. So they essentially will just keep firing almost non-stop. Especially with additional veterancy abilities, assisting them even further. Grenade misses. Palm Grenadier's trying to hold back the commando squad, but here comes Rifleman and SF commandos come on in. Make a push on the right. Pershing and Sherman trying to push further in this area. Is this guy really waiting? Is he waiting for his King Tiger? He has the fuel for a King Tiger, but he doesn't have the unlock. But he did get a V1 upgrade. So if you have this situation, and I know as the Wehrmacht, you don't have, was it the Luftwaffe battle group? Or you essentially like, how do I get recon? Simple answer, Kettenkrad. Kettenkrad has additional sight that allow you to see farther, and if you need to sacrifice in a pinch, they're pretty cheap. Send it behind the enemy lines, find targets, and you can call in your V1 strike. Speaking of strikes, artillery's hitting this whole area. Goddamn, Goose Story running like hell. I believe the Italian infantry, our 305 artillery ability is hitting that area. So that's keeping the Allies, at least temporarily, off the point. Rangers, though, see it's over and move on in. Team Money's calling in his airstrike, so P-47 striking the infantry. Again, while there is at least one player that doesn't have a tiger, still another one. Cuttlefish has his tiger out, plus the elephant, plus the other tiger along the left. 17-pounders opening fire. Either misses or didn't do a whole lot. Infantry section moving on in. Wait, hold on. Where? Oh. Oh, no. He's gonna get out? Woo! Barely the Pershing escapes that V1 strike. The Sherman, not so lucky. And unfortunately, oh, he does have another Sherman coming on in. But the other two, I think, got KO'd. And the 75 died as well. So, German armor. Drumbar took a lot of hits, but the Stooks are still fine. So now we're going to move on up. Hopefully they have some infantry backing up so they can grab the territory and hopefully do some good work here and, you know, launch a counterattack. Because Simply Finney has had this area locked down, and I believe he still has a ton of manpower, right? Or is he pumping stuff out? He's pumping stuff out. Okay, he did have a lot of manpower. He's been putting down caches and helping his team that way. 75 is about to be destroyed here. Pershing got a solid hit in, but it can't fight. It doesn't have the health. Luckily, the Hellcats can. Sneak attack Mike coming on in. Even with the additional health from the side skirts, Stug is probably going to die here. Unless he gets really lucky. Not lucky enough. Alright, wait. L6 is moving on in. Are they attacking the base? What is this push? Hold on. Alright. Mussolini has a direct order for us. Go in and destroy the American artillery. Let's see if they're able to achieve that. Well, alright, the cache is actually still in one piece. Hellcat gets a really good shot in. Yeah, I don't... you know what? I don't think that worked out. I don't think the charge worked out. The best Italian tanks that Mussolini could get, unfortunately, just completely got eviscerated by Allied forces. So that sounds about right. Anyway, the L6s may have attempted that attack, but the Germans still have some pretty good armor up their sleeve. We got 1, 2 Tigers plus an elephant on standby. We do have the elephant pushing back the bulldozer. Sherman as well pulling on back. We have mines being laid down this sector. A T-gun is here. That's the one thing. If the mine could maybe kill that, and or, you know, the mine just hurt this whole area and maybe allows the infantry to come on and kill it. Let's see. Mines should start going. Yep, mines are going off. Sweepers came in good time, disabled quite a few of them, but grenades caused more to detonate. Again, Sherman being hit by the mine. Panzer IV and Elephant moving on in. Again, maybe some infantry would help. Double Stooks, okay. All right, lots of artillery coming down this sector. I mean, that's fine and all. Wait a second. And what am I missing? Is that naval? No, the naval would be bigger, right? No, I think it might. Yeah, it was naval. No, it wasn't naval. I'm sorry. That's the P-47 strike, along with some bombs being dropped. Okay. Hold on. Before I go into that, all the Hellcats are moving on in. What am I missing here? Oh, Simply Finney did his Black Dragon artillery. That was it. I was like, what the hell? Alright, a lot of the Hellcats are very injured thanks to the German artillery. And there's more stuff coming on in. Perfect. Rumbar is barely alive. Airstrike does miss target, but it finally does go down. Again, that artillery in the back is doing work. It's just keeping the pressure on the axis. Engineers with bars, because why not, are clearing out the pack guns and the mines. So 2-for-1 effort, I guess. Oh, the bridge collapsed. Wow, that's a lot of artillery then. So that does limit forces kind of moving back and forth. They do have to go around. This bridge is still alive, but again, pretty damn close. We got Nebelwerfer firing. Just hitting the howitzer. Trying to hit it, but it is pretty far, so the spread is a little further. Alright, 17 pounder is trying to assist. Just normal truck is trying to heal him. Tiger is a Tiger Ace. Stug is well trying to hit. Does hit the Tiger, but I feel the Tiger's gonna kill it. Yep, after that shot. Honestly, just have the big TDs just open fire and kill the half. Yep. Kill the 17 pounder before any half track or truck could pick it up. Is that King Tiger? Oh, we actually have a King Tiger. All the heavies have joined. Huzzah! Tiger, Elephant, and King Tiger. Why not? Allies have only brought out a Pershing, but it's still alive, and you know, is backed up by a handful of Shermans and it looks like Grants and a heck of a lot of Hellcats. So again, if they can get through the mines, get through the infantry layer, yes, they absolutely can overwhelm that armor. But again, we'll have to see. Axis. Actually, the Allies may not have to worry about that. The Allies may be able to sit back and relax because right now they have the victory point lead. 130 points difference, 51 at 185. They are pushing on up against a Flak 36, and Germans can't take too many hits from that. Tiger as well coming in to assist. They have not put it down yet, even with combined arms. King Tiger is moving in the mid. And there's a King Tiger and a Tiger moving in from two different directions. Oh no. There goes one Sherman. The other Sherman barely misses the shot from the normal Tiger, but King Tiger may put it down. Oh no, here comes the Hellcat reserves. Sherman does go down. AT grenades hit the King Tiger. Shots are hitting the front. Hellcat gets blown to smithereens, but additional forces moving on in. Tigers may want to actually help, you know, the King out. And they do. Great shot from the Elephant. Oh, and the breach goes down! The Elephant is trapped! But he's like, I'm not... You've probably heard it a million times, but I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Goose Tori just immediately eviscerate all those, the entire assault wave and take mid. Again, the Junkers are flying overhead, suppressing infantry that decide to come on in. Tiger and Stug's pushing along the other side. Grants get put down by the Tiger Ace, and Stug's gonna hit that bulldozer. This is not Men of War. That 105 will not turn the tide. Grant's trying its best, but there's just so many. Well, there's just too much. It's too much against it. Even with the AT gun, you're gonna want to. The British are gonna want to pull back. All right. Question is, did the King Tiger survive? Yes, and he has a repair building here. Axis have retaken mid. They keep themselves alive to fight another day. Elephant is chilling as well. Tiger, again, doing the best it can. Does get it by a snare. We have a lot of infantry moving in on it. They're throwing AT grenades on it. Real quick before it dies. How many kills? 40 kills. That's pretty solid for one heavy tank. But Pershing's moving on in. They need to kill at least one tank, and they succeed. Tiger is down, and it was one of the best, if not the most. It's the most veteran heavy tank on the field. That leaves the Pershing #1 now. I mean, I know this is 2, but the Pershing I think is 3. No, still 2. Damn, you kill a Vet 3 Vet 3 Tiger Ace, and you don't get up to Vet 3. Hard fought. Gustatori just burning the competition with 4 flamethrowers compared to 2. Our engineers pulling on back, barely make it out. AT gun will probably not live very long, thanks in part to the flamethrowers, just cooking them. Hold on a second. King Tiger being chased by Hellcat. Why did you turn around? I don't know, but you just made it very easy for them to fire at your rear and put you down. Because again, front armor is way harder to pen. So we have another heavy tank fighting it. Strategist does have the fuel, but not the manpower for it. So again, Axis losing their big heavy tanks along the flanks, but they still have some more. At the very least for Microsoft. Okay, he's on the left flank technically, but still, you get the point. Oh, never mind. He just got another tiger. Oh, damn. Well, you know, you at least killed a tiger, so, you know, it helps. That's a recruit. But, yeah, not great. Not great at all. Alright, so we got Shermans moved up with the Pershing. Left-hand side, we have a Sherman on standby. Looks like they try to decap some territory over here. Maybe put additional pressure. You have the SF commandos over there, so maybe they'll try to move in and decap it in the meantime. You know, as soon as the Panzer Pioneers leave. A lot of armor moving right. I think the Allies are trying a big advance. We'll see how this goes. And there, Simply Finny moves in against an MG. MG's about to die in the building, and it does. It collapses. Nebelwerfer's under fire along with the Pioneers by the Sherman 76s. Pershing going for the base. Hellcat's backing him up. Infantry retreating. They might be able to kill the Nebelwerfer if they can. To, you know, move that. Hold on. It's maybe a feint. The idea is to move all the Axis armor away so these guys can actually grab and take the territory. Smart play if that is the goal. Meanwhile, in the back, the half track is about to perish. Axis armor is struggling to move. Again, the guy with the best guns, aka Microsoft Excel, has to move halfway across the map to engage these guys over here. Thanks in part to the King Tiger dying and not much support being over there. I mean, there's a couple Stoogs, which are in mid. What is happening right now? Like, why are the Stoogs over? Okay, whatever. Axis armor is geared up, ready to go, and they're converging on this Tiger.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Tiger is holding firm, but for how long as all the Axis armor slowly pour in? Tiger will die, it looks like, but the Hellcats may not survive to tell their success, as the Flak 36, as well as other Sherman armor. Oh, there's two Flak 36s in mid. Oh, yeah, they got put down. Riflemen engaging that. Decap it. You have those loiters going into effect. Trying to suppress the infantry. What? Another Sherman goes down. Pershing is healing in the back. It actually escaped. Meanwhile, the Grant tried to push on up, but there's so much armor in the Elephant that, yeah, maybe pull back the Grant. But again, they did its job. They brought the Axis down. As long as they can hold mid, they might be able to win this. Right now, if we look at it, again, it's about a 70-point difference. Allies have 2 VPs. Axis need to grab some. Story moving on in. But here comes Ranger Squad and a Sherman. And another counterattack with the Pershing. And the 76 moving on in. Again, it's like this armor is doing great, but it unfortunately can't be here. It needs to go to mid or somewhere else, but the bridge is destroyed. It has to go all the way around, which would be very annoying. And right now, the forces in mid are... I mean, like, where is Cuttlefish? Like, he's moving up his Gustatori, and he has a lot of... He doesn't have any additional armor support, so it's that Tiger alone that's to fight all the armor. It's all... Black 36 is trying to help. Again, looking at Strategist, he has 1 tank remaining. He is very close to getting a king, but again, the manpower is what's costing him. Plenty of fuel, though. My God. 24 points remain. Gustatori take the position. Black 36 hitting the Pershing and the Sherman 76 along the side. Just look at all the... Okay, at least someone is salvaging. But, like, look at all the wrecks. If I'm the Axis, I'm like, recovery vehicle, just go, 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 go. Either take it or salvage it. Like, there's so many wrecks. Meanwhile, looks like there is an advance going on by Microsoft. Excel, his Tiger and Elephant push up with his Stoogs lagging behind. He has no infantry. He's relying solely on armor, which makes sense. He has like 1,000 manpower, so it's like, fuck it. We just get armor. Tiger does put down the Grant. Elephant's trying to guard the Tiger, but this one's guarding. Buddy, move your Panzer forward to guard that. Oh, another Grant goes down. Thanks to the Elephant Tiger combo. Hellcat trying its best to kill No! Oh my god, he lives! Microsoft Excel lives to fight another day. Another Hellcat moving in. Elephant can take the shot. And you could, or not. I think smoke or something is stopping it. Hellcat's diving on it, trying to kill the Tiger. But it won't work. Just loses a Hellcat. Mine's going off, stopping the Blob from pushing on in. Elephant can hold back the Grant, which is pinned by the mine. But the infantry wave might kill it. That's a Vet 3 Elephant, by the way. Here comes more Hellcats. Plus the more bazookas. Luckily, most of those bounce. Stu trying to protect the Elephant. Tiger's still very low. Very risky. Loses the Vet 3 Elephant, but the Hellcat goes down. This Hellcat might die to the Stu thanks to its positioning. Great shot. Unfortunately, Sneak Attack Mike has lost most of his offensive armor. But luckily, Simply Fitty does have his Vet 3 Pershing and 76 Shermans to hit the side. This man is done waiting for... Strategist's like, alright, fuck it. I can't keep waiting for a King Tiger. I have to get something else. And he gets a Panzer IV. And he gets a base upgrade. Gustatori holding mid. Allies are 50 points away from the Axis. Axis only have 23 points. The Blob is moved into mid. Gustatori is doing as much damage as they can. Just interesting time, I guess. Panzer Grenadiers get Vet 3. A lot of... Again, usually it's Allied infantry that's doing well, and then the Axis are losing a bunch. Not... At least from the last few games I recall, not happening. Oh, sorry. Is it Jericho's... Nope. Never mind. I thought it was Jericho's trumpet. Nope. Just some American airstrikes. Anyway, Panzer Grenadiers doing very well. Gustatori doing very well for the Axis side. Keep it short and sweet. A lot of Stoogs. Looks like he's just pumping out whatever armor he can. Microsoft Excel could get more if he really wants to. And he might just be waiting for the Elephant to recharge. And then he'll get another one. But yeah, lots of Stoogs. Panzer IV and Tiger healing. Maybe either get recovery or... I don't know. Actually, yeah, just has the Wehrmacht for a recovery point. Oh, wait a second. Oh, man, you know what sucks if you don't have any infantry? The fact you can't guard that. Ooh, he might just fucked up. He might just fucked it up for his team. He's gonna try. He stops it by moving on the point, so they won't lose anything. But the Allies won't lose anything either. Panzer IV and Tiger trying their best to kill this. A lot of the very veteran Italian infantry moving on the left-hand side. Again, using a flamethrower to just burn away the riflemen. Look at the fire damage on that one. But here comes a lot of Allied armor. Everything's coming on in. Hellcats, Pershing, 76 Sherman. Stoogs, though, have a... Oh, Tiger goes down. Stoogs put one Hellcat down. Another Hellcat follows suit. Pershing now has to fight 3 Stoogs by itself. Sherman 76 is well engaging. Artillery comes in clutch, gets shell shock on the Stoogs. That's what I'm talking about. There goes another Stoog. I think they're gonna push for it. Gustatori having trouble against the infantry, and the satchel went off. The artillery's really helping out, and the Pershing with the 76 help put it down. But a Tiger comes in. But again, not looking great. Point decapped. The Pershing and 76 is pulling back. Tiger does miss. It's a Vet 3 Tiger Ace against the Vet 3 Pershing. Tiger's going against the infantry. Pershing's still trying to assist. He's going to try to target the Pershing, isn't he? I would. Sherman takes the shot. Engineers take the point. Another Sherman coming on in. The Vet 3 Pershing survives. God damn, that is the... And the Sherman 76 does white phosphorus shot on the Tiger. Another Sherman comes on in. Bounce it. Well, actually, I think that hit. It just has so much health. Tiger's backed up, but the pen goes. Force wave. Allies sending everything to that point. Axis have really either nothing to send, or they are just... they just can't send anything. A lot of the armor and stuff is here. Commandos dropping on in to cause havoc for the Flak 36. They just don't have the resources. Microsoft Excel has plenty of manpower, but just literally no drive left. He realized the situation and knows it's a GG. Unless you called a V1 right there and quickly capped it, yeah, you're not taking it. Black 36 has been taken. That's actually somewhat hilarious. It's not going to do much. The game's going to be over here soon, but... What? You know what? Good play on the, from the, allies. I saw some of the comments there. Looks like the Axis were not happy with that. Yeah, looking over on this side, strategist, not the strategist. Microsoft Excel got top damage and top kills with a hell of a KD, nearly 4-1. By the way, Simply Finny submitted this replay. Thank you, Simply Finny. Solid game. Top kills as well for him. Vehicle kills goes to Sneak Attack Mike with his Hellcat Swarm. But yeah, I thought your Pershing was pretty damn sweet. Let's double check the kills and see that. Oh my god. Yeah, the Shermans did pretty well, but pound for pound, the Pershing actually did the best. So that will be in the thumbnail. Let's see. Tiger, again, some solid Tiger plays. I have to admit, there was quite a few Tiger aces. Let's see. Rangers as well did pretty good, although I think Gustatori did, oh my god, so many Hellcats. So many losses. I think the Gustatori overall did pretty well. You know what? The L6s did pretty well too. I'll give credit there. 83 kills. Yeah, well, Gustatori and a Pershing on the thumbnail. There we go. Yeah, it's just burning everything in its path. And yeah, the double squad was a good combo. Shermans, they did fine. Although a lot died. A Tiger against 77 kills. Yeah, solid effort right there. Let's see. Infantry, nothing there. Infantry section as well. Yeah, unfortunately, the weakest player was Apachon, right? Yeah, he was the weak. Well, Diamante wasn't that high, but yeah, he was pretty low. And, yeah, Panzer Grenadier, never lost it. 41 kills, pretty solid stuff. Unfortunately, the King Tiger just didn't live up to the other stuff. I think he pushed it too far without enough screening. But if he had it, maybe... I mean, like, I've seen good King Tiger plays. I think it's just that it's so slow. That's the problem for it. And it comes out a little bit later. But anyway, that's game. What do you guys think? Let me know. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support in helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.